Hold on, everyone. Welcome back to BKNY Hoops. If you're new to the channel, I am your host, as always, Rasheed White. All right, you guys see the title. You see the thumbnail there, man. Michael Cooper, 5-time Lakers champion. He was on the Dweebus Pro channel, and he has some positive things to actually say about Ben Simmons. And he actually checks Dreamers Pro over there. And he basically shows him that, hey, he doesn't really know the game of basketball at all. So all the negativity that Dreamers Pro was actually saying, like I said, I'm coming after all these goofy content creators that, especially like Dreamers Pro, he would tell me, oh, I don't know what I'm talking about, or I don't know basketball. Well, seems like I do kind of know what I'm talking about over here, man. So looks like I was actually right. Yet once again, and I hate to brag, man. I really, really hate to brag. But let's get into what Michael Cooper actually had to say to Dreamers Pro during this interview with him.
I mean, would be a very, very difficult guard. And then last but not least, Kawhi with his strength and size. But again, today's game is played on the perimeter. It's about getting through screens, sliding your feet, staying down low, and being competitive when it comes to these guys shooting the three. So for me, I think I could still play in today's game, but there will be those ones that would create problems. And I only bring up just those three, but there's many, many more players in this league that would cause problems. I think Ben Simmons in New Jersey is a big guy that could cause some problems for you. So I would play in this year. I know as far as being effective, I think I'd be able to alter or affect some of the shooting. But these guys nowadays can flat out shoot the basketball.
They really can. No, it's funny. It's funny you bring up Ben Simmons, because on our channel we don't talk about him so much. But whenever we do talk about it,
he made a lot of videos on Ben Simmons. What he talks about, he makes like 2 or 3 Ben Simmons videos a month.
I mean, you can correct me. You can let me know your thoughts on this. I've always felt, and I think a lot of people have felt, that Ben Simmons came into the NBA. He was being compared to LeBron James, going to be the next LeBron. Very talented player, very quick, very talented defender, great court vision. But over the years, you kind of saw his game kind of plateau, where he wasn't expanding his game. And this season, he's come back. He's pledging that he's going to have a great season. So what type of bounce back year do you think Ben Simmons will have this year for the Brooklyn Nets?
I think he's going to have a great season coming back. Again, you know, he's went through some issues, and everybody that's pretty much known and stuff like that. So for that young man to kind of like put all that aside and come on and come back and do something that he loves doing, which is playing basketball. You know, Ben Simmons is a tough guard. He can back you down low post, being 6'9", 6'10". He's a good rebounder, and with his size, he's able to make other players around him better. So I'm wishing that young man all but the best. You know, basketball is not all about the offensive end. Although I think Ben Simmons can score, but his head now that, you know, his free throw shooting, and I think that's the one thing that he has to get out of his mind.
Yeah. I hope he does as well, because he said I think he's heard all of the chatter, everything that people have said about him, and I think he wants to prove a point. I saw some plays from him recently in a game where he hit like this behind the back pass as he cut to the, was cutting to the rim. Then he stole the ball and came down and dunked it. So he looks really good. Now there was.
All right, so yeah, that's the end of that segment right there with about Ben Simmons. So we don't really need to go much on that right there. But yeah, you heard it, man. You know, you heard from Michael Cooper. I told you guys, man, Ben Simmons, he can actually get downhill quickly. He can actually score. We've seen him have back-to-back 35-point games, a 42-point game. But no, the main thing is like what Michael Cooper was actually saying is like use your team pretty much to actually to actually win. You know, if guys don't touch the basketball, then they ain't gonna really want to go out there and play defense, because not that, consciously, it's like you don't feel like you're part of the game, so if you touch the ball, then, you feel like you're really in the game, and you're gonna go out there, you're gonna actually play hard, especially, when it comes to big guys too. When big guys, you gotta actually give them the basketball, man, make them feel like they're part of the game. And those guys that go out there and they'll bust their butts for you on the defensive end right there. So yeah, that shows you right there that Dreamers Pro don't know what the hell he's actually talking about. I've been saying this, for the last year and some change now. Everything Michael Cooper, I've been saying the same thing for the past, since Ben Simmons got hurt, and everybody was trashing him, saying, no, he's done, his career's done, it's over. He'll never play in the NBA again. He'll never get a big contract again. Well, turns out you guys were actually all wrong, and I was right. And here, Dreamers Pro, what you can do is actually go out there, play the game of basketball, learn. I mean, there's a whole bunch of tutorials out there for you, that's on YouTube and can actually teach you how to play the game. And so you can actually really truly understand for yourself personally, and not from what anybody else says, on what players actually go through and what it's like to actually have injuries. If you have an injury, and like I said, as far as the shooting, yeah, if it all depends on you take what the defense gives you. You just don't want to just be shooting threes to be shooting threes. If Ben Simmons actually has a smaller defender on him, man, post him up, take him to the basket, put pressure on the defense. Him shooting against a 6'4" guard and he's 6'11", and outmuscles him, outweighs him by like 30, 40 pounds, is not putting pressure on the defense. All right, so if you're that 6'3" guy, if you're Ja Morant and guarding Ben Simmons, I want you to shoot. Please shoot, please. Don't take me to the hole. Don't post me up. That's going to actually have to make me really go out there and play defense. But even if Ben Simmons can shoot 40% from three, it's still a bad, like you got smaller guards on you, man. Just take them down low. You never asked Shaquille O'Neal to actually go out there and shoot threes. And, you don't want, Giannis going out there and shooting threes because of his ability to actually put pressure on the rim right there. So I'll wrap this video up. Definitely like, comment, subscribe. Certainly share this video. And when you share, the universe certainly shares back with you. Peace.